Hey everyone, so today I have something different for you guys. Initially, I wanted to have a sketch and talk, but I cannot sketch and talk. Sorry. And I appreciate and I salute those who can. I can barely talk, let alone sketch and talk at the same time. Anyway, the video that I have for you guys today is a little different from what I'm used to. A few artists here on YouTube created a tag that's called the Starving Artist tag, and I thought it was a great idea to allow you guys to get to know me and who I am. The tag consists of 20 questions that I'm going to be answering throughout the video, and anyone who would like to join in the tag, you can go ahead and allow me to get to know you guys as well. So, first question. What's your favorite experience as an artist? Well, my favorite experience as an artist is the fact that can put into a picture something that is in my mind. The fact that I can communicate. Musicians, they're able to express their feelings and their thoughts and their life experiences through music, and they're able to make people feel a certain way about their music. I want to be able to do the same thing with my artworks. I want to be able to, I'm through arts, I'm able to allow people to feel certain emotions through my art, and I think this is something that it's great about arts. It can make you can look at an artwork and that can make you happy. So yeah. Second question, what's your least favorite experience as an artist? I think this is something more towards myself, the fact that I am very harsh on myself, and sometimes I tend to compare myself to other artists and bring my own art down. And I think this is something that I'm getting better at and I'm overcoming it. And it took some time for me to get where I am, but I think this is my least favorite part about being an artist. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, my least favorite thing about being an artist is that I am a perfectionist when it comes to my art. It's never good enough, and yeah, I think that's it. Next question. What are your dreams and slash goals for your art? I dream about making my art my ministry. I dream about having my art reaching as many people as possible. And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm Christian. I'm full on for Jesus. I'm a Jesus freak, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. I'm not embarrassed to declare my faith to the world. And my goal for my art is to make that my ministry and to allow people to get to know a Jesus, a God, a Father, a brother, a friend that they probably don't have. And I want to be able for them to feel the love that God has for them through my art. And if I can reach one person through one artwork that I made, I think that would be like a dream come true. Um, Number 4. What's your favorite medium and why? I have phases. At some point in my life, I was really in love with oils. But then that changed, and I'm totally in love with watercolors. Now, why did I love oils? I love the fact that I could always go back to a piece that was not finished, and I love the realistic effect that I can get from from oils that I cannot get from other mediums. That's personal to me. I know that you can get very realistic with any medium that you get if you're a great artist, but to me, I think that I can get more realistic when it comes to oils than I can with other mediums. When it comes to watercolors, however, I love the fact that the watercolor is so unpredictable, and I'm able to get a whole new artwork out of just a drop of paint on a wet paper. And like seeing that paint spread through the page is just, you know, it's just very inspiring to me. I love watercolors now. What inspired you to do art and why do you love it? Well, what inspired me was when I think I was in middle school. I saw my older sister. She was making a little sketch of a cartoon, and I decided to try it, and I've been trying ever since. But what really, really inspired me, it was when I moved to United States from Brazil, and I was really down, and I was using art to really channel my feelings through it. And yeah, I think that's where everything really started for me, really inspired me. Um, what's the favorite piece you've ever made and why it's special? My favorite piece is the ballerina piece. I'm gonna try to post it somewhere here in this video, but anyway, the ballerina piece is my favorite one. And the reason why it's special is because it sets a landmark as to where I really felt art being a calling to me. And yeah, I really felt, that that piece was like I put everything to it. Like everything that I was feeling at the moment in having art as a type of worship to God. Because before, like I thought that worship was only through music and dance, but then at that moment, I saw art as being a form of worship. So yeah. Next question. Who/what are your biggest art influences? Van Gogh for sure. I think that he's amazing, or he was amazing. Uh, there are some artists here on YouTube that they are very they play a very important part on my artistic life, and they influence a lot of my style. Like Lena Danya, Zaira. I love Zaira's style, and I'm always trying to apply her style into my own. And um, Katie Jobling. I love her ocean series are just amazing. I love her ocean series. Let's see next. What did you learn from being a full-time artist? I don't consider myself a full-time artist. At some point in my life, yes, I was. I actually quit my job just to do arts for God, and then I got pregnant, and then I had a baby, and then I got breast cancer, and then yeah, life happened. So I cannot say today that I'm a full-time artist yet, but I can say that I'm a proud full-time mom and a proud housewife full-time and a part-time artist. So I'm happy with my position at the moment. So whenever I'm a full-time artist, I'll be able to say what I've learned from it, because right now I cannot say I learned anything from it because I'm not one. Next question. What do your family and friends think about you being an artist? Well, my family, I think I have the support of my entire family. Some people, I'm not gonna say who, but some people, they can get very, they can get be very critical to my art. Oh, this is too dark, or this is too light, or I didn't really like this one. Oh, this one is not really working. And I know that being an artist, part of it is receiving criticism, but when it comes to your family, it kind of hits you really hard. um, but I get a lot of support from my husband. He inspires me from like any moment that I'm feeling down. He will bring me up. Like he is my patron. Like he really invests on my artwork, and he works hard to make sure that I'm able to do my art. So yeah, everyone needs a husband like that. As far as my friends, some of them, they appreciate my art. Some of them, they don't think that I should be doing art, and some of them, I don't think they could care less whether I'm an artist or a salesperson at a retail store. um, Next question. Was becoming an artist your childhood dream? If not, what is? When I was a child, I wanted to be a vet or a scientist. And then I grew up, and I moved here, and then I realized that I could actually become an artist, so I became an artist. But when I was a child, I wanted to be a scientist because science is cool. Not that I'm great at it, but I always thought it was really cool. Number 11. What advice can you give to people who want to be more artistic or creative? Keep trying, don't give up. When they say that anyone can do art, it's true. I just think that you need to find the right tools for you. For example, I suck at being artisan. Like, I cannot work in sculpture, I don't have the patience for it. But I know people who can. I know people who are very crafty. Um, but it's not my case, and I had to find my place in the artistic world, and I think that that applies for everyone. You just have to keep on trying and keep on experimenting with different mediums until you find your place in it. Number 12. Were you supported to pursue art as a child? No. The reason why I was not is because when you live in a country where the economy is so unstable, like Brazil, um, no one's gonna inspire you to be an artist. You will feel very inspired to be a lawyer, a doctor, a computer geek. You're gonna be inspired to pursue a very stable profession. I think that even here in the United States, it's very hard for you to be, an artistic professional per se. But like in Brazil, like for example, like here, you can be an art teacher. In Brazil, that's barely an option. And even if you become a teacher in Brazil, that's not something that is valued as much as it should be. So, as a child, no, I was not supported at all. Number 13. Do you make money off your art? Not at the moment. I did sell a few paintings before, but right now I'm not selling any artwork because I still feel like my art is going somewhere, but it's not there yet. Once I feel ready for it, I will start posting some paintings for sale on sites like Etsy or Society 6. But at the moment, I don't feel ready to sell my art. Um, so yeah, next question. Um, what do you want to improve on slash aspire to be with your future art? Um, well, definitely anatomy. I think it's something that I have a passion on, like I'm very passionate about drawing people. I think people are very interesting to look at and to draw. Um, so I think that I want to be better in getting the proportions right, and especially when it comes to hands. I think that most artists that I know, they struggle with hands. And I want to be able to draw hands and make sure that they are the correct size. And um, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. What feelings do we try to express in our art? I think I mentioned it before, and that is to inspire people and to allow them to feel connected to my art in a way that I cannot put it into words. I want people to look at my art, and if they feel sad, I want them to feel happy, and I want them to feel hopeful. I want them to have an experience with God. Like I want lead them into worshiping God in the way that I cannot do it through music. That's what I want to express in my art. What is your favorite thing to paint and why? My favorite thing to paint is definitely, I think, the like woman, sometimes children, but lately mostly women. The reason why is because the Bible talks about the church being the bride, and since I want everyone to relate with my paintings and my art, I want them to look at them and say, I am this bride, and I can relate with this painting because I am it. Um, so yeah. Also, I'm very inspired to draw, like, my inspiration comes a lot from music and worship, sometimes the Bible, and yeah. Anyway, I don't know, I felt the need to say that. Anyway, What is your favorite thing to paint? Oh, I just answered that. What's the strangest thing you've painted? Okay, so this is a little bit embarrassing. I don't have this anymore. But when I was in high school, I was a very depressive, gothic looking rocker punk teenager girl. And I, you know, I used to draw what I felt, like if I felt depressed, I would draw something depressing. And they were very strange drawings that I had at the time. I remember this one in specific. It was a big sketchbook that I had, and I drew a woman and a guy, and they were laying on top of each other, and there was a sword going through them. And I think that's the strangest thing that I can think of. Next question. Have you ever been hung up after you started a commission, and how did you handle it? I don't do a lot of commissions, but I did feel hang up at one point or another in a commission. And what I did, I just stepped back and I took some time to myself. I tried to disconnect from the piece, and then I got back to it. Sometimes what I've done before, it would be taking a picture of it with my phone, step away from it, and then look at it later and think about the things that I needed to improve or things that I would like to add into the piece. So, yeah, that's what I did. Next question. Do you admit that paint smells good? Oil painting does. Watercolors, they don't smell like anything. And yeah, I don't think acrylics smell like anything either. And last question. What would you tell your younger self? I would say don't throw away your things. Make sure that you are keeping them, because in the future you will be able to look back at them, have a good laugh, and see how long you've got, like how much better you are and how much better you can get later on in life. So, yeah, and then make sure to date your things, like put a date so you know how long ago you did that. And also, the same advice that I keep on giving myself is stop comparing yourself to other people. Don't put yourself down and don't give up. Just keep going. And this is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that I was able to allow you guys to get to know me better. And I'll see you next time. Bye.